Things are bad. It's a depression. Everybody's out of work or scared of losing their job. The dollar buys a nickel's worth. Banks are going bust. Shopkeepers keep a gun under the counter. Punks are running wild in the street, and there's nobody anywhere who seems to know what to do, and there's no end to it. We know the air is unfit to breathe, and our food is unfit to eat. We sit watching our TVs while some local newscaster tells us that today we had 15 homicides and 63 violent crimes, as if that's the way it's supposed to be. We know things are bad, worse than bad. They're crazy. It's like everything everywhere is going crazy, so we don't go out anymore. We sit in the house, and slowly the world we're living in is getting smaller, and all we say is, please, at least leave us alone in our living rooms. Let me have my toaster and my TV and my steel-belted radios, and I won't say anything. Just leave us alone. Well, I'm not going to leave you alone. I want you to get mad. I don't want you to protest. I don't want you to riot. I don't want you to write to your congressman because I wouldn't know what to tell you to write. I don't know what to do about the depression and the inflation and the Russians and the crime in the street. All I know is that first, you've got to get mad. You've got to say, I'm a human being. God damn it. My life has value. So, I want you to get up now. I want all of you to get up out of your chairs. I want you to get up right now and go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore!
Hello, everybody. Welcome. FlipSideCT here. Steve, and a little special edition here. Of course, as you could tell, in response to Robert Z. Hopefully before a lot of other people start popping up some videos, which is a great topic, great discussion, especially on the older side, the older collectors. Younger ones, time is not even a worry, but for the older side, it is a concern, of course, and you start equating time to your records. Are you going to listen, etc.? But anyway, great topic, Robert. People have shown into things. I may say the similar things, but just bear with me because I did want to put my 2 cents in. And especially from my background, where I did collect albums way back when, and my daughter got me back into vinyl collecting, and I just love music. Just love music. We all love it. No matter what, if you say I'm going to stop, you're still going to love music. So part of my thinking was building my collection, give it to my daughter. She's probably not going to have a place to put it until, however old she is. So is it an investment? I don't know. I have about 1,600 albums. And I started about 2 years ago, and that was a big blitz that I had to collect. When I grew up, there was a guy down the street, and he had a grandmother living with him. A lot of folks had their grandmas living in the house. She was maybe 90 years old. So one time the mother and father, the parents, were saying that she wanted to get glasses. And so my friend had made the comment, why do you want to get glasses for? She's only going to die soon anyway. That's just a horrible response. But, the thinking seems, but it's a necessity. It's for the grandma. She does need it. She does want it. Of course, you can't equate it to albums, but how can you measure it? Time against what you have. You could pick up an album and hold it, look at it. It's our treasure. I mean, people are collecting spoons, Beanie Babies, buttons, coins, sports cards. It's something tangible. That's what we love about this. And then we get the bonus of the spinning. So, is money a factor? Can you afford it? That's sort of where you draw your line. Do you have space? Are you paying your bills? What else? I mean, there's so many factors to say when's enough is enough. If you love doing it and this is your therapy, why stop? Unless it's a real obnoxious taking over your life situation, I don't see a reason to stop unless those factors weigh in. And everyone has their own individual circumstances in a family or home, wherever you're living. Space, like I said, all those reasons can happen. But there is a point where, somebody could say enough's enough. I have fantasies of friends coming over, inviting people from my childhood, checking out my albums. Oh, look at this, remember this, listen to this. Because that's something I always did when I grew up. I always was the guy people came over, listened to, turn on to music. But I don't do that now. I don't have a lot of people coming over. I work hard, I travel far. So the last thing I want to do is start entertaining. So I do it for relaxation, for therapy. I do put records on. I have a porch in my back I just built with fans going, nice lounge area, beautiful Bose speakers, sound system, and I put the records on, and I get a book, and that's my recreation. That's my enjoyment. That's fulfilling me. It's really puts me at ease. There's days, like people say, you don't listen. Yeah, of course. But in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, oh, I want to listen to this album. And that's the beauty part of it. Why do I have so many? If I think of something a split second, I want Tom Petty, Hard Promises. I'm thinking of this song. I put it on, and here you go. That's the fun part of it. It's, having that opportunity. And of course, vinyl and audiophiles and, again, the tangible part of it. So when is enough is really a determining factor on your circumstances. And I'm sure right now, probably, Robert, your situation is enough's enough. Maybe 2 months from now, you're going to say something different. Part of the fix that we have of going and looking through and finding something, we talked about that. Going to the flea market. I say to myself in the morning, who's coming home with me today? And it's just fun to, that I have this opportunity to find these records. So that's fun. I can't buy that excitement. I can't buy that feeling. It's priceless. Especially, like I said, growing up and listening to records with friends. That's priceless things also. I don't look at it as, I'm not going to listen to these anymore. If you really don't want music anymore and don't listen to it, that's enough. Quit, time out, stop. So that's my take on it. And I hope I made sense. I sort of rambled here, just throwing out my thoughts. I know I'm going to think of other things, but I'm sort of countering this, but also supporting it because, how much time do you have to listen to everything? No, I won't. Again, some of it is an investment too. There's a couple albums I never opened. So my daughter could say, oh, wow, I got Iggy Pop Raw Power. I got a reissue that I haven't opened. I know the thing by heart. One day I probably will open it to listen, but she'll have something and say, oh, cool, or I'll sell it. I need a car. I don't care what happens after. But it is sort of like a little investment too when you think about records. We don't know what's going to happen with them. But, as long as there's, people listening, there'll be a market for it. So the one thing I have problems with is, like when I go to flea markets, now that a lot of buyers know about the flea market I go to, I'm competing with them, and I'm a competitor like all hell. I played a lot of sports, collegiate sports, basketball, and soccer, and I love competition. And that gets my juices going when I got to compete with people. But at my age now, I'm getting a little tired of it, you know, when I go there. So that's one deterrent for me, when enough's becoming enough. The thought of all the vinyl's going to be absorbed and brought in by other people, and I'm going to miss out. I have that in the back of my head. So, you know, I could get over it. I don't have to go out and do it. But in all, we are some addicts, and, you know, we do have that urge and want to find and seek and the unknown. So there's so many parameters there. So if you can get over those, then, you know, enough's enough. What can I say? Again, I hope I didn't ramble too much here and made some sense. I have no idea what I just said, but just my thoughts. Yeah, I'll check out some other videos. Thanks, everyone. Talk to you soon.